So the 11th track on the album is called It's Not the End, and when we were in the process of releasing our first album, 𝗘𝘅𝗽𝗋, I was going through a really, really awful time at home. I had to quit my job and care for my granddad who was dying at home. So the whole album campaign and the release for 𝗘𝘅𝗽𝗋 was just really painful. Eventually with this album I had the opportunity to talk about it and vent it out through a song. It's Not the End is about how, even though my views on religion and things have changed, anything can happen, and I hope one day we get to be together again. Lyrically, this is inspired a lot by 𝗂𝗃. She was a singer during World War II who sang the song We'll Meet Again to inspire the troop. My granddad was a wartime baby and he was evacuated, and as he was growing up, 𝗂𝗃 was like his childhood crush. So it felt really nice sort of putting some of her lyrics and inspiration into this song. I didn't want it to just be clean singing all the way through. I wanted to emulate that pain through screams as well. Taking inspiration from bands like Silent Planet, After the Burial, bands that know how to like really portray pain well. It was really helpful listening to their songs. I cried a lot recording this, but luckily the boys came down to the studio and made me laugh a lot, and actually got into the vocal booth themselves at the end to do the gang vocals, which was fun. Jay put Mariah Carey to shame.
By a mile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. All of us sort of doing some vocals. I did as well. Terribly. So
Oh, it was so good.
we turned
though.
that right down. It's probably muted actually.
It was so needed though. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean it's the thought that counts. But yeah, I think it's just like a good tribute as well.
Yeah.
Because we were all pretty close to my ex-grandpa, and yeah, it's definitely one of my favourite tracks.
It was a really nice opportunity to play something a bit different as well.
Yeah.
So we take inspiration from a lot of places, like not only just like metal bands and stuff. And I really like writing clean sections and like coming up with different voicings and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed laying down some clean stuff. There's an outro on it as well, which is super like drawn out and washy. I spent a lot of time on them chords, getting the voicings right and everything. And I just think it's so nice in contrast as well, because the rest of the album's so heavy. It's so nice that we've got this this track that still hits just as hard, but in a completely different way.
Yeah. Really different way.
I had a sort of drum beat that I'd been just playing at home for a year or two now, and like if I'm just warming up, I'll always play it. Sound check, I'll always play it. I don't know why. I was like, I really need to use that somewhere. And then hearing the verse on this, we did it, and it's just like a simple like hi-hat groove, but I think it actually works really well. And in the second verse, it changes to the hi-hat and the ride bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with it.
That second verse is one of the strongest parts of the whole album as well.
Yeah, it's like,
There's so much going on, which is nice.
yeah, I really like that second verse. So yeah.